We're going to get 4 out of this piece. We already got 4 out of the other half. Yep, go. Watch your feet. Yeah. That's how it's supposed to work. They don't always work that way. Yep, go. Yep. Yeah.
You make it look easy.
Hit it hard. Yep.
You say you get 8 splits out of a log like this?
Yeah. Yeah. 8 splits works good. Turn it around. Turn it around. Yeah. Now, when you do this kind of thing here, you gotta maintain, this is the bottom of the tree. The bottom of the tree will bend, that end of the tree will not. That's up here, you know, that's 6-8 feet off the ground. That will not bend. Yeah. If it wasn't for this,
it's amazing how accurate.
Just hit it hard. Yeah.
Just with a simple V cut in the log there, it holds it. Amazing.
We did the first ones without the V cut, and you had to get out of the way because, boom, you go flying over here. This will hold the other end from taking off on you.
Yeah, a lot of times they'll spread 6 feet apart when they go. Sometimes.
Yeah.
I like this maul too. You carved that yourself, huh? Right out of a log.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, if you have a sledgehammer, the steel sledgehammer will break your axe.
It'll break the axe.
Guarantee. Maybe not the first hit, but eventually it will break the axe. That's hickory, smooth bark hickory, and this is white ash. I do use some white ash. Yeah. Now this is easy. There are times you can get a shagbark hickory where it's not, that's straight. You can see the straight grain. Some of them are actually wavy and stringy. And when you split them, I remember splitting one in half.
When you try to split them?
Try to split it in half. It took about 40 minutes.
40 minutes to split it in half?
About eight wedges, splitting from both sides. And that's a bad tree. These are nice.
Yeah, these split really nice.
Yeah. Now when you look at this split, take any one here. Right there, you're looking at, that's the grain. The whole length. We're not crossing any grain here.
Right.
We're not sawing a cross grain. You split to follow the grain. There's one stick in this piece. Okay? And the grain is full length. I mean, you can see that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So what would be the next step? You need to let this dry?
Well, right now it's green and it cuts shapes very easily. So what you'll do is trim it smaller and hand shape it.
Okay.
The bottom end, which is going to bend, you're going to hand shape it for thickness and shape so it'll bend properly.
Okay.
Then it's green. You want to do this pretty quick. You don't want it to dry up.
Okay.
And then after you shape it, then you have to dry it for at least a month.
Okay.
Then you can steam it and bend it. Right now this will break.
If you try to bend it.
If you try to steam it and bend it right now, it will break.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you have some pieces? Are you going to bend today, or do you have any to bend or no?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I can, yeah.
So, Alfie, you think they're ready yet?
I think so. We'll give it a try.
Okay. Let's see you bend one.
Well, I'll bounce it first, see if it sounds good. Yeah. It might go.
You can tell it's ready by the sound it makes?
Yeah, how much flex it's got in it. So far, so good. Something's breaking. Sometimes the bark peels off. And this is ash too. It's not it's not hickory.
You're going to bend the handle now?
Yeah.
Is that what you do?
Well, the end of the net.
The end of
we
the
call it the third bend or the bend back.
Okay.
I'm going to do these. Maybe. That's what we call easy work. Okay. This part here takes a lot of strength. One more.
So we bend a little bit, you straighten it out before you do the third bend?
Right. This is tougher. This is a shag bark. Those two are smooth bark. Okay. Now I gotta put them in the holder inside.
How long will they have to stay in this holder?
Oh, a week or two.
A week or two to dry up?
It's already dry wood.
Okay.
And when I put that third bend in, I put it in here to hold that bend in that position until it sets. Now it's already dry wood, and it'll set quickly, mainly because it's not a severe bend like the other one that goes in a full circle.
Right. Okay.
And this is only a part bend, and it's already dry wood. So it'll set up pretty quickly. When these are done, I take them, I trim them smaller, like this. I trim the wood off. Then I hand carve it and shape it. Then I balance it again. So sometimes I have to re-straighten these handles because some of them are all curved from the drying process.
Right.
This part I'll cut off here. I'll cut off to the finished length. I'll freehand drill all the holes in there. And then I sand it.
And then you sand it.
Then I sand it, burn my emblem on there. I sign my name on it, shellac. I shellac the head part only, not the handle. And then I put the netting on it. And I have freehand. Carving is totally freehand. The saw work is total freehand. On the belt sander, it's total freehand. There's no templates or set blocks or anything or stops, to make the size. Totally handmade, total freehand. Of course, when you do something total freehand, handmade like this, every piece is different. There's no way to control the shape and the size other than by hand. They're going to be different anyway, because even in one tree, if you split a tree into 6 pieces or 8 pieces, the tree's not the same all the way around it. So one side of the tree you might get 3 or 4 similar, and the other side of the tree you might get 3 or 4 that are different than the opposite side. His knife I use here was made in 1887. It had a date on it. It's a B.R. Barton and Sons. My father bought that about 1961 or 62. Good knife. I'd like to have another one like this. Can't find them though. Well, okay, I'm just drilling. Freehand, there's no marks. I know where the holes go. Alright, those are all the big holes. It's for the leather, and the gut. I'm going to change the bits and put in smaller holes. There it is, all the holes. Put a point on one end, put 2 holes on the other end to latch onto the lacrosse stick. The point, of course, is just to, this point, of course, is just to put it through the hole so you can pull the rest of it through the hole in the piece of wood. With a 1/2-inch chisel. Put a nice handle on it so I don't bust up my hand. There's the 4 leather thongs in with the side nylon piece. Now the gut wall is going to go on this side. I'm going to do that next. As soon as my hide is ready. It's almost ready to put on. Not quite yet. I'll do this slow so you can see what I'm doing. Just go around the top, you go over that one, you go under that one, you go over here, you go under the middle one, third one down. Flip it to the other side. Pull it through like that. Squeeze it up tight. Give it a twist.
Now because that is damp or it'll it's moist, that will tighten right up, won't it? Harden right up?
It'll harden right up. If you make the loop loose, when it dries it will be loose. If you make it tight, it'll dry.
Dry tight, okay.
Alright, now there's the gut. The side wall I just did. Now the throwing string here. So that part is finished. You notice the stages, the nylon, the leather, this, that. Now I'm going to put the webbing in, the nylon. When I'm done, I stretch the pocket. High-tech manufacturing. Stick your fingers in the hole and pull the leather. I have another high-tech item over here. This one. That's what I found in the pocket. Pre-stretched, pre-broken in pocket.